Yo, what in the hell did I just witness with To Be Hero X Episode 1? I not only watched a man aura farm so hard that they realistically showed what happened. We're coming off that solo leveling greatness where a man can aura farm to the point that he suffers no penalties because Jinwoo is just him. But what would happen if someone actually aura farmed that hard in reality? They would die. I didn't know what to expect from this hero. But Buddy's looking like he's gonna jump off a building. Strikes the finger pose, walks off the balcony, and just face falls to his death. No explanation. That was enough, man. At that moment, I was sold on watching the next episode because I thought to myself, when is the last time I saw a man randomly enter the scene? Finger pistols. Dies, refuses to elaborate. That was enough. But then you drop the ending on me? Now that's my type of cliffhanger. People gonna be ranting and raving about those cliffhangers, but those are my kind of cliffhangers. A dude who watches another guy die has to take his place as the hero because he got almost like a boys style world with like reality TV and how superheroes are kind of worshipped. And I'm like, oh, okay, here's the girl. Yeah, she got a nice ass. I ain't gonna. Oh, she dead. Oh, she dead. So now we're going to have both of these heroes having to replace the actual ones. I have no idea what this show's about other than we got a world with superheroes that are worshipped. It honestly does remind me of The Boys. Presentation is actually kind of similar to Arcane. It's not as good as Arcane, but honestly, the 3D was actually really good. I quite enjoyed it. But it has all these different art styles that they're going to be working with, like different 2D styles, and I have no idea what the hell they're cooking here, but I think everyone deserves and needs to apologize to all those people, like the collective 3 people who said that To Be Hero X would probably be the anime of the season, and we didn't take them seriously. We owe those people an apology, because yeah, they are probably right. You want to see my full thoughts on this greatness? We do got the Patreon, full and cut live reactions. You want to support my work? See my full thoughts over there exclusively. I mean, the last time I watched a trailer was like a few weeks ago for this show, and I thought it was a fully 2D show. So yesterday I took a peek at a trailer just because I was curious. I was like, okay, like I want to make sure because even though people are telling me I can watch this by itself, I know there's been a bunch of To Be Hero shows. But apparently they're their own self-contained things. I was like, why is there so much 3D? It's weird. Like, is that how this works? And to be honest, my initial thought when watching this was like, what if it's like, okay, are they going to do a thing where there's different heroes from different universes and maybe that's why there's different art styles? I'm thinking like Spider-Verse, stuff like that. But it seemingly they're just doing it for artistic reasons. Like, we literally had the same scene animated both in 2D and 3D. And to be honest, maybe this will rile some feathers. I think my favorite visual style was actually its main 3D that it worked with. Like, that shit looked good to me. It was very similar to like an Arcane production. Like, it was expressive, the movements were great, and honestly, it's like when I watch something like a Beastars, I'm like, I'm not wishing it was 2D. Like, it looks really good. But I do like seeing all the different flares they're working with. And the actual world and story so far, it has me hooked. Like, you have this whole hero society and how like you had this like number one fanboy for this girl that his boy Nice was dating, at least publicly, and like he has this box of shit because he gets fired, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, he's suicidal. Finger pistols comes in. I thought he slowed down time to like grab the guy on the ledge and bring him out. I don't know what this guy's powers are, mind you, right? Or if he even has powers, but I mean the time looked like it slowed. No, he was just aura farming, but this is what happens. So just let this be a lesson that if you ever try to aura farm, do so in a controlled and safe environment because otherwise you could walk off a ledge because you think you're him and ain't no one him. And the fact that like I thought I was misunderstanding it at first because I kind of thought to myself, hey, this guy and Nice look the same. Like, is this just his like public persona or something? And then, oh yeah, so they just use him as the replacement. And how like it's legitimately it changes his body dimensions and everything as he does it long enough, and I'm like, what is this show? And then the fact that he fights his former boss who looks like a handyman from BioShock Infinite, like it was just like I thought to myself they were gonna drop a cliffhanger, and I thought it was gonna be like as he was ready to fight this man fully for himself, and then he defeats him. I'm like, oh, okay. I wasn't expecting, like, and then when I see the girl in bed, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be some sexually provocative thing, like, oh, you're so great. Because it felt to me like the scene with the romance show that they were doing made her truly fall in love with him. I was like, okay, yeah, she's definitely gonna want some. And then she's just dead. Who did it? Why did they place her in the bed? I don't know. But you have a world that's so trivialized on these like small things. And it's like, I almost wonder if it's like gonna be a blend of both like the My Hero Academia superhero system meets The Boys, where like the My Hero superhero system, a lot of what happened later in the seasons is that villains became a thing because of how superheroes in that world cared more about the hero worship than it was about actually saving people, right? And then you have something like The Boys where it's just pure toxic bullshit and it's all about numbers. It's all, and it almost feels like it's like a combination. So it doesn't go to that extreme, but it also doesn't do it as maybe simplified as something. It's just this nice balance seemingly so far. And like the idea of like they had to go on this dating show where he hooked him up to a lie detector test to be like, how much do you actually love her? And I'm thinking to myself, well, boy, you're technically nice now. You can just say, yeah, we are dating. And then he's like, no, she's not my girlfriend. She's my goddess. And I'm like, damn, boy, she gonna drop them panties for you. This was a fantastic episode. I love the voice actors. I love the music. I love the animation. But most importantly, I legitimately enjoyed the characters. Like, this woman takes our boy in, and she's like, hey boss, like you're gonna be the replacement of Nice. And when she gets a phone call, she's like, oh yeah, Nice is fine. He's screaming, no, he's dead. And he tries to run. She whips a paint can into his head. And somehow that's actually an improvement from his former boss. They cooked with this one. I just love how we came off of an anime season where someone just every other scene was aura farming and had no repercussions for that amount of aura farming, only to drop a superhero down, does a superhero landing, strikes a pose, dies, and refuses to elaborate. Now, I'm obviously under the assumption something killed him, or like it caused his death. It wasn't just I'm ready to go now, especially given that his girl was then murdered. But I got no damn idea on where they're going, but I need to see more. You let me know your thoughts, whether you were anticipating this one or you went in freaking blind. What did you think, and are you going to check out episode 2? Do let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course, ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Carlo Benson, Kofrish, Kalad Joko, Manasan Donampu, Mike Joe, and we also have Little Joe Tick. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You all have a good one.